Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Man, that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Big shout out to the hottest chat in the MFN game. A-side official. No negotiation needed. Period. You already know Tyrese is the first in the building. What's good with it, bro? Salute to you. The GOAT Big Blunt in boxing is on deck in the building. Salute to you, man. Arnold Brown is on deck in the building. That we said salute and salute to the hottest chat in the game. You already know what it is. Christopher on deck in the building. Salute to your brother being on deck. What's good? Shout out to everyone that's here. Sam, if you can do me one good, is just hit that like button. I appreciate it. Share the content you feel the need or whatever. We're going to get down to it. You know, I was pushing heavy the last couple of days on potentially, you know, trying to get this fight to come to fruition with you know, the old guy, Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So I'm having their top pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Ring Magazine having a top 10 pound for pound, number one. But my deal is that only certain people are held accountable for their actions, especially on this YTC. And we have individuals that are continuing to talk recklessly and run amok as if there's no accountability. Then you're wrong. We got to have some accountability to this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was hyping, harping, yeah, about a performance. It happens in boxing. But the disrespect of the generals, you know what I'm saying? The greats of this era, just to sit up here and act like they ain't doing nothing. It's just disrespect. We got to hold them accountable like we hold everybody else. So we got to say, hey, you need to fight them. You know, stop the capping and fight them. You know what I'm saying? Are you serious? Are you not? My thumbnail depiction is as close as I can get it. You know what I'm saying? I sent a tweet out to Crawford, and I asked him this. I said, quick question. Is there a possibility to make this fight in 2024? The naysayers are still brokenhearted from July 29th massacre. This fight, no rehydration clause, his choice of ringside, and remind them what an active Omaha monster looked like. Was that wrong with me to do that? No. All I'm doing is putting in a simple request, right? Just so we can possibly get something different. You know what I'm saying? Get something different in 2024. We have people up here believing they can disrespect the ones who can do it. You know what I'm saying? All this back and forth, you know, verbal sparring going on amongst fighters that you know you're not going to step in the ring. But something that stood out to me. is that Bill Haney consistently said, in order to build up Devin, he has to outright devalue the win July 29th of what Crawford did to Spence. He said, what is it? You know, how much value can we put on that? He fought a weight drain Spence. So he's running with everybody else's narrative as long as he's been in the game to just say, hey, man, he fought a damn good fight. No. They want to be fighter of the year. They know that Crawford Spence was absolutely at the highest tier. So they're going to say, hey, at the end of the day, Spence was weight drain. You know what I'm saying? I never read on BoxRec when you're looking at a fighter's ledger on where it said the fighter was weight drain. You know, Crawford still got the win, but his opponent was weight drain. After the coach, his coach, see, this is where it comes into, it's supposed to be a common decency, a courtesy, a code of some sort to respect the coach, right? I'm talking about if you're another coach. But his coach said weight wasn't even a problem. The fighter himself has never came out and said weight was a problem. He's the one that made the call out to Crawford to get the belts. The same violin music you heard before. The same violin music, y'all. But my thumbnail, I got it right on the nose. Crawford weighed in 146, his last fight, right? Right? Devin weighed upwards of 170. You know what I'm saying? That's about right. We're talking about Crawford potentially going in there with the fighter that's heavier than Canelo Alvarez. This would be an ultimate challenge for Terrence in 2024. Being in September, he would have turned 37 years old, right? So therefore, this young lion, he should see this as a perfect opportunity to pounce on the older prey. You know what I'm saying? I know Crawford don't see himself as prey, but I gotta spice it up a little bit. You know, Devin should look at him as prey. He can't run as fast as he used to. You know what I'm saying? He can't jump as high as he used to. He can't level change and shoot in for a single double leg as quick as he used to. You know what I'm saying? It's been proven that he's gotten slower. We've seen it July 29th, man. There's a crab freaking damn allergy outbreak, man. I want to see this happen. I think it's only right that we see this happen. Real talk. I think it's only right. Because these fighters just getting up here talking and talking and talking. Devaluing the ones who out here that's been reigning atop for the longest of time. And then to big themselves up, they got to sit up here and shit on the goddamn greats. That's not cool, man. You have to shit on the greats, but then people get mad when you shit on their fighter. I can't respect that. I can't respect this weight drain stuff because nobody else is talking about it except the haters, the naysayers. You know what I'm saying? The ones who refuse to be the congratulators. They want to be the creators. They don't want to give this man his love, his props for going in there against all odds, being a smaller fighter, and people saying what they ain't going to do. Should I remind y'all? Y'all don't want to hear that no more because I'm going to continue to remind people on what was being said leading up to this fight. I got to continue to, I have to continue to remind people on what was being said previous to Crawford going in there with Spence. Why? Because we need to big up this Crawford versus Haney 2024. Crawford is behind enemy lines, man. He got to go in there with a behemoth. A behemoth. When Red Spike laughed, when the reporter said, he's just too small, you just feel that he's just too big. Red Spike knew right then, he laughed it out. He wanted to say, yeah, man, he's huge. We got to go to the goddamn film study and make this. We got to go back to film study. Real talk. Seriously, we got to go back to film study. This dude is huge. But we got to remind ourselves. Let me help you understand one thing. We got to remind ourselves of the people that still has to be pulled from underneath the sewer system and reminded what they said prior to. And then I'm gonna get to the Jermell Charlo and then get back to this. Right? Hold on for a second.
One time, not once, said we want 80% to anybody. Not one time did he say he wants 70% to anybody. Errol's a weight bully. Errol needs to move up because he's a weight bully. Why don't you move up? You're a weight bully. That's what they were saying to Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford was cutting weight. He was cutting weight. Terrence Crawford could have came into professional boxing as a welterweight. Yes, he could have came into professional boxing as a welterweight. He fought a welterweight moving up, coming through the rankings. In his earlier fights, he had fought a welterweight. He can make the weight. He could have made the weight. He could have started out his career at welterweight. He did not. He did not. He was a weight bully. He was fighting in smaller weight classes, making a name in smaller weight classes, and then moved up in weight to a more of 147, of which he could have started out in the beginning of his career. That's no hate. That's no shade. Those are just facts. So if Errol would have started at 135 and dominated, and went to 140 and dominated, and went to 147 and now is dominating, then what? That doesn't make him pound for pound because he killed himself to make a smaller weight class. And I wouldn't give him pound for pound to make a smaller weight class.
Y'all heard that, right? So those of you that have a very difficult time listening to this, yeah, I'm gonna keep on running the nail at the strike of the hammer. Yes, sir. Because people lie too much. And it's people over there that just have their ears and mouth open and nodding up and down, slobbing and shit, just because they want to be a part of something. He said, he was talking about weight bullying. He said Crawford fought at welterweight early part in his career. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I can do, once again, is to show you all how people are unwilling to accept the people who sit up here and tell you the truth of it all. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much revise the lies. That's what I like to call it. I want to keep it within the realm of etiquette. Revise the lies. Okay? What you're looking at right here is somebody you might know. This is Terrence Crawford, right? 40-0, 31 knockouts. Now, you just heard him talk about Terrence fought welterweight early in his career. His first fight, 137, 137 and a half, 139, 137, 136 and a half, 138, 135, 135 and a half, 137, 141, 137, 140, 140, 140. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, all I'm trying to do is, look at all this. 134, 135, 140, 140, 140. You know what I'm saying? 140, look at this. This is what he's talking about. Early in his career, finally we get to 147. Oh, my bad. That was June of 2018. This dude is absolutely hell-bent on lying on Crawford. He said early in his career, he fought at 147. He didn't fight 147 until June of 2018. That's allegedly when Boots Ennis was running around the back alleyways, peeking from the corner of the building. Hey, Crawford, I see you. I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you. Well, you want to fight me? Stop playing. Stop it. I'm just looking at you. I'm just trying to see what your route is and what you're doing. So when I get to that level, I learn some stuff. Okay. But he pretty much said that this man was fighting at welterweight early in his career, which is an absolute lie. But he said it was FACTS. That wasn't the truth. He said he was fighting at welterweight. As you can see, he wasn't fighting at welterweight, so that was a lie. Now, the reason why this is important, right, for me to remind y'all of this, is that recently there's been word, right? There's been word about people calling out Terrence Crawford the top pound for pound king, and they've been making it seem like that they want to just talk shit about him on the outside, act like they want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? They want to act like they're big enough to step in there with the smaller Crawford, right? So I'm saying this: why don't I do a live stream to help y'all get this fight going? Because I issued a challenge to the guy Julina, and I haven't heard anything because he was up here saying how stupid Bud was and all this. I haven't heard one live stream about how good Devin is than Crawford. I haven't heard any one of them cats sitting up here saying how Devin is going to whoop Crawford's ass. I want to hear all that. I want to hear all that, goddammit. Don't be scared. Don't be shy. Don't digress. You know what I'm saying? Don't dip into the shadows, man. I want you right here in the light. I haven't heard from Mr. Big Mouth that brags about staying on live 8 hours because of me. With 200 people, he was happy. Well, guess what? Let's see how long you can stay on live and with a thumbnail and convincing people as a skip mark 6.777008 on how good Devin would beat Crawford up. Do a whole live stream. Break it down for us. Because we're talking about 31. You can first start say, you know what? Crawford's not that much experience than Devin. It's only 9 more fights. Come on, man. It's not that many. It's not that much of experience. Crawford's 40 and Devin 31. It's not that much. Start off with that. But I want you to really get into the wickets, convincing people that 173 pound. You know what I'm saying? My math class, if you weighed 166, you just round it up. So I rounded up past 170 to the next higher weight class. You know what I'm saying? I heard he was possibly higher in weight than 173. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it a 173 to a minuscule Crawford 146.8. This is the fight to be made, people. Why y'all sitting up here bullshitting yourselves like y'all don't want to see this fight? Come on, don't do that to yourselves. You know it's time when people up here gathering everybody, corralling all these guys and Bill talking about monkeys are mad. Bill, the only thing I can't respect is that in order to boost Devin up, coming off a superb performance, right? You have to sit up here and shit on Crawford, but you're talking about the monkeys are mad. I don't know what monkeys you're talking about because last time I said monkeys be standing on freaking business, man. Like you come up there thinking that you're gonna just walk into a territory and it's already, you got the alpha over there. It don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, y'all are just trying to shit on the man at the top of the list, at the top of the ladder, who've earned that. I'm saying, if you want your Canelo moment, somebody got to step up. One of you young lions got to step up and keep Crawford's name in your mouth. What Red Spike said? Red Spike said, I don't mind the call out, just follow through with it. Once again, another patented classic line from Team Crawford. We can't forget what Bomac told Diddy James, but that right there is straight, is concise, to the point. He said, I don't mind the call out, just follow through with it. So the only thing I want, these advocates on here is to follow through with this call out of Terrence Crawford. Come on, man. It's no longer small. No, you're talking about 2 snack athletes. Yeah. Like Macho Man, you see? Yeah, we talking. We got 2 snack athletes. You can't blame Snack for this one. Snack is more accommodating to one fighter than it is to the other, goddammit. Because Devin is much bigger. I'm talking about Devin Haney is bigger than Spence was prior to him stepping in the ring. This is the matchup. But the only thing about it, Spence is much older than Devin. And Devin don't have the history, the backstory to why people want to sit up here and take the coward way out and talk about weight drain. You know what I'm saying? They can't give a man his credit. Like last time I checked, right? If a fighter kept getting up from knockdowns over and over and over again and fighting, as a boxer, as a trainer, wouldn't you look within yourself to say everything that you've seen in your experience, your tenure in boxing, that was a legitimate win? Because Crawford did what he had to do, and Spence got up and tried to basically turn the tide, try to take the momentum back. You know what I'm saying? He tried. That didn't look like a weight drain fighter to me. Spence never looked exhausted in the fight. This is where you got to you have to call it for what it is in the worst way. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring the C word. It's cowardice for somebody to be a part of the sport. All these people, but yet they cannot look at a fight and say Spence didn't seem fatigued. Spence never looked fatigued to me. Spence was looking like he was getting beat up. So if somebody was doing the beating up, or if he had an allergic reaction to crab leg, either or, he was going through an episode. Terrence Crawford was displaying absolute skills, timing, showing that he had watched film on, just like they said, they had been studying Errol Spence and they've been waiting for this moment. But y'all don't give the man credit for that. You pretty much said it was Spence who was weight drained, Spence who was tired, and they went on such a smear campaign, which was despicable. That's why WCS is back at it. You know what I'm saying? WCS is back with the hot grease because you have to cook the fakes and the frauds. You know what I'm saying? You got to dip their ass over and over again till they extra crispy. Because they was up here saying all that prior to the Spence fight. Then get back on here after that massacre. And these cats up here making excuses after excuses after excuses. And if they get together and say it loud enough, then you get somebody that's really saying, oh, what credit could you give Crawford on Errol Spence being weight drained? I said, God damn, I didn't expect that. Come on, man. You got to give credit what credit is due. Real talk. We're going to get back to Crawford's. We're going to get to Crawford's freaking tweets lately. He's been going in. But let me get to the hottest chat in the game. Shout out to Stickin' Boys Fishing and Sports on deck. Salute to you, man. Dr. Paul on deck. Salute to you and the missus there. Alpha, what's good? No. Alpha, chill. 173 is just right for a puny, scrawny fighter like Crawford, bro. I'm here to basically try my best to encourage Team Haney to take the fight. Because I feel at Terrence's age right now, he might be biting off a little bit more than he can chew at 173. You know what I'm saying? The fact that he went in there and did what he did to Spence and still is not registering, right now I'm using reverse psychology. I'm acting as if there's role reversals. I'm saying, okay, the young lion, why don't you go get this dude? He's very old. He's 37 next year. Go get him. This is the opportune time. What are y'all waiting on? How much younger do you have to be? You damn near a decade younger than this man, but yet you still don't have the confidence to go in there and whoop his ass? He has to be easy right now. Food. Why won't y'all do it? Y'all can't sit up here and make all those insults about Bomac and then get on here after the fight and then hear all this, them taking shots at Crawford and refuse to do live streams on it. Why aren't y'all calling out Crawford, though? Why do y'all feel like, okay, it's just an easy target for us to talk shit about him? Why aren't y'all pushing for this Devin Haney Crawford fight? Look at the weights. Devin Haney, 2 snack athletes clashing, a collision course. Come on, man. At 147 pounds for Crawford's unified titles. And millennial. Come on now. Devin has the opportunity to be 2-time undisputed. Right? That's what they're going to say. Just like T.O. tried to do. He went up there. He had the lineal. And that's what they're going to try to do. So I'm gonna fluff it up a little bit. Devin, you have an opportunity to go down in history with a short list. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think Crawford's been talking about when he became undisputed, then everybody wanted to do it? That's a message to you. You should be wanting to do it, Devin. You already was undisputed. Clearly you was undisputed at 135. This is your opportunity to grab a 2-time lineal. 2-time, man, you can do it. But you have to follow through with the call out. You can't pump fake. You cannot print wolf tickets. You can't sit up here and do this. This will be a big time fight. 2 snack athletes clashing. Because the reason why I keep on mentioning snack is because people actually believe that Bud Crawford needed snack to fight Errol Spence. Even though he was on snack, even when he fought Sean Porter. They're ignoring all the other knockouts. Nobody was mentioning snack with Jeff Horn, Benavidez, Kavalauskas, Khan. Nobody was mentioning snack then. They was up here. Look, nobody was talking about snack when he stopped Kell Brook in 4, right? Nobody was mentioning snack. They was just saying what? Y'all remember what y'all was saying? Oh man, Kell Brook was done since Spence beat him up. They didn't want to mention Gennady. Oh man, that was a TKO stoppage. For real? Okay. So Crawford go ahead, he gets a stoppage, right? No, it's not good enough. Then he gets Sean Porter, retires him. But his daddy. Spence went on a pity parade going around trying to tell Mike Tyson, a legend. And I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Mike. Please don't snap on me. I just want to talk to you for a second. You said that you think Crawford gonna beat me, and see, when you say the way he fought Sean Porter, see the reason why he did that, his daddy say he wasn't ready for the fight because he didn't practice. He didn't train right. So his daddy said that. That was his daddy, Mike. And Mike just like, it's embarrassing. I just hear you. I'm just listening to you. It's embarrassing because you've been in the sport long enough. It's embarrassing. Come on. Come on, that's poor sportsmanship. Come on, Spence. Come on. You know good and well that Bud Crawford beat Spence. Come on. It's embarrassing. I'm laughing because I'm high on my mind and you're making me laugh. This shit is funny there, Errol. Mike Tyson was laughing in his face. I look at it. I get it. I get it, though. I don't want to get it, but I get it because I guess you have individuals like Crawford who gives the impression to certain people that he just don't look the part, right? I get it. I knew some cats like that in the service. I knew some cats like that in life. They don't look the part. They don't give you the whoop ass visual that you're looking for. And until they whoop somebody that you was close to ass and you say, shit. Dude, was it better than it looked? Yeah, it was bad. that nigga strong, goddammit. You have to get confirmation of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? I guess Crawford is in an era where these naysayers are always gonna group up and not give him 1,000% credit for what he's been able to accomplish. Even though he continued to make it look easy, you know, people, they know deep down in their heart of hearts that he's doing everything that a boxer's supposed to do in the sport. So, you know, we can do away with the Wilder. At one point in time, as the Wilder, they was mad because he was so unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no fundamentals in boxing. And then you get Crawford, him and Deontay, same complexion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm saying that for a reason. Dark skin, right? Same complexion. But yet Crawford has the fundamental skills. He has the overall skill sets you're looking for, the technique. You know what I'm saying? He has the dedication, the commitment. Everything that these motivational speakers talk about for a professional athlete to excel to the next level, that's what he's been giving you, right? He's been giving us that. On the other side, you hear people having accidents, you know, getting intoxicated, being in the streets, drinking, but yet you have Crawford over here not doing that. But yet his own people, they run a smear campaign on him just because they don't like that he's not as popular as the fighter that they want to see win. The popular fighter doesn't have the same percentage of commitment and dedication. We understand that. So therefore, it comes down to a final destination. You know what I'm saying? As we call it, the end state. The end state was July 29th, where all the talking was over. There's a lot of people in that arena that was betting money on Texas. They was betting money on freaking Texas that Errol was gonna go in there. They were saying, hey, this is it. I got money. Look, it's people that had super duper ooper money on Spence. And for the second round to play out the way it did, off a jab, I think a lot of people just in the second round alone has never recovered. No matter how much rehab they get, they never recover. So that's why I'm pushing for this Haney fight, because he's much bigger. There's no excuses. He won't be weight drained. I don't think Crawford even put a rehydration clause in this. You know what I'm saying? Let him come in as big as he want. Let him come in as big as he want. See, there's levels to this shit, man. Mentally and physically. There's levels to this shit. And I think this will be an equal matchup, man. This will be a freaking 50-50 fight. All I want is those individuals that are pro Haney supporters, which is nothing wrong with that. I want you to build up this fight right here once again with Crawford. I want the same individuals that was talking mad greasy, Castrol, you know what I'm saying, 40 weight. Y'all was talking real slick. And y'all had all this criticism, man. I never heard so many obscenities. And people just went up here and started creating shit that Crawford was doing, right? I want all of you all to get together and do these live streams and have these debates. Okay? Knockdown, you know I still see you light skinned from afar now. Knockdown. 68 pager. Hey, you too. You need to get these debates going with Haney. I know you're a Javante David advocate, but why don't you have some new debates, some fresh 2024 debates on who wins between Devin Haney and Crawford? Why? Because you got a young lion. You got a young MFing lion, bro. 173 pounds. Solid. Snack. Certified. Going in there against a small, fragile Omaha fighter that they call Bud Crawford. A measly 146.8. Come on, man. Why y'all scared? Why y'all scared, man? Why y'all scared to talk about this fight? Y'all didn't get permission? You got to follow the rules. Why y'all scared to talk about this fight, bro? This is the fight everybody want to see. Come on now. How big do you have to be? I heard the dude talking about weight bullying. Come on, bro. Do a live and talk about how Crawford would get his ass beat by Devin. I don't hear anything. And WCS is going to keep on talking about it, just like y'all did. Why are y'all pump faking? Why aren't y'all calling out the older, antiquated fighter? You know what I'm saying? The elder statesman. Why aren't y'all calling out to make this fight happen? Why y'all so quiet? Y'all busy up here, going back and forth with Tank, acting like y'all the A side in that. I already warned you all that shit wasn't going to happen. Then y'all want to go over here to Ryan Garcia. No. No. Okay, you can do the Ryan Garcia, but in the midst of doing the Ryan Garcia, come on, man. Nobody's really looking at that fight like they looking at this one. They want to see you challenge yourselves. We heard Rolly say that he want to move up, but Rolly, he out of his last fight, he's gone. Nobody ain't seen him except doing interviews. But when you take shots at the OGs that's at the top, you gotta act on that. You gotta let them know that you the one. It's your era now. You the new guard sending out the old guard. Why I don't see that happening? Is T.O. gonna be the first one to do it? One of you young lions got to challenge Crawford before he moved up to 54. Y'all acting like y'all waiting for him to vacate so you can go up there and get a quick, vacation. You know what I'm saying? You want to fight for a vacated title. That's all. You want to be set up that Mauricio Suleiman can make that fight happen. You can move right up there like Crawford did Jeff Horn and fight for a title. And I already know Jeff Horn had a title. I'm talking about going for one division and get an immediate title shot at the next division. Dub 100, what's good? No. Hey, I'm very calculated with that. That's going up. Believe me. I'm gonna stick that audio. Don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? People be up here chopping. Okay. Sticking Boys Fishing and Sports. What's good with it? I see you. Devin gonna get his ass cooked. No, man. We have to finesse the situation. It's a 50-50 fight, ain't it? Right, y'all? It's a 50-50 fight. Jones, what's good? What's good with you, man? Rashid, what's good? Salute to you, brother. If Haney is number one pound for pound, he shouldn't have a problem fighting and beating someone his own size like Bud. Hey, we can't put size into it, Kevin Rashid. We can't put it, right? But he said he is the face of boxing. The face of boxing. So the last time I had to, what I had to do, I had to go over here, click a couple of keys, and put in an inquiry and find out, has the pound for pound list changed? You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about number one, number two. I'm looking and I'm still seeing a certain person's name, Crawford, still at the top. So to tell somebody you're the face of boxing, all right, you can speak on it however you feel like. But it would do you better justice if you could just act on it. Just follow through with it. Prove that you're the top dog. That's all I'm saying. Prove that you're the top dog. Bud pressed down and shaking together 100-fold regarding strength of 147 to 54. But a grown man, Dev just woofing with no bite. Dev lip boxing. He's lip boxing. Damn. Lip boxing is not in the contract. But right now, I need for lip boxing to jab his way on the inside and try to get this contract signed. Because I'm not liking the silence of it all. I'm not liking the silence, bro. Shout out to Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz, some more. The OG, what's good with it, Bruce? Carlos on deck, what's good with it, Carlos in the building? That's all I want, man. That's all I want. I want that right there. What's going on? D Block, D Town, D City, D-ville on deck. Salute, man. What's good with you? I'm gonna come back to this. I want to switch over right quick. And I want to talk about this situation right here. You know what I'm saying? Jermell Charlo is pretty much in the spotlight again for the wrong reason. And the crazy part about this shit is that as we go back to Vegas, right? And we go back to Vegas and we go back to the time where Jermell Charlo was slapped by Caleb Plant. Supposedly, the Charlo brothers was arguing about, you know, one of them feeling, you know, some type of way about him bringing his wife up there, being back with his wife. And then both of their female companions was fighting in the parking lot, right? Throwing fisticuffs, right? All right. So with that said, you know, you're seeing the whole transition with Jermell Charlo. You know, he was down there with Roy Jones. He was getting away. Running Shields recommended it. He down there and got some training. You know, shout out to Eric Moon. And, you know, getting down there to get some sparring and so forth. And you know, the interviews he was giving seemed like, you know, he had a onus that he was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get past it, right? Heavy onus, right? So he went in there and he did what he had to do. But one thing I seen when Mel Charlo fought Canelo Alvarez was that Jermell Charlo showed up and he came back there and gave his brother a hug. It might have been a half-hearted return from Mel Charlo, but hey, you know, he hugged his brother. After that, when Jermell Charlo was set to fight Jose Benavidez, Mel Charlo was nowhere in sight. And, you know, he was saying, hey, my brother, somebody get in contact with my brother and tell him I love him. He ain't picking up my calls. Now, recently, on the 16th of this month, he was arrested for domestic violence. And then there was leaked audio of that very loyal circle that he's with. Just imagine that. You're talking to somebody in a circle so confident about an incident of domestic abuse. And allegedly it was his wife. Now, this is the wife that was up there throwing hands on Maul's freaking wife. You know what I'm saying? She was throwing hands on her, letting people know she was in the all access, sitting up with them on camera, watching TV. Everybody seems peaceful in the holiday spirit. That wasn't the case, was it? She was up there at the Apple, you know, in freaking all access, you know, just chilling. She was throwing hands in the parking lot, just letting people know I'm all about this. But to hear, I'm not even going to play the audio, man. I might play it another time. To hear him talking about cracking this female, her, you know what I'm saying? She, whoever she was, supposedly, you know, the freaking, whatchamacallit, the report has been said that it's his wife that was experiencing this type of beatdown. You know what I'm saying? This vicious beatdown, allegedly, for Mel Charlo. And to hear him say, you know what, I thought she was a real one. And for him to be a professional boxer and crack her, you know, in the eye or something, so much to the point where he's describing that it was purple and everything. And then for him to be disappointed in her calling the police like a regular woman should do, like a woman with common fucking sense. a woman with two eyes, a woman that has an understanding that this ain't what I'm signed up for. You ain't gonna start, and you're a professional fighter. Especially, you're not gonna hit me after you barely hit on Canelo Alvarez for 12 rounds, nigga. No, you ain't gonna take this shit out on me. You know what I'm saying? You barely did nothing on fight night, but you gonna come here and hit me? But it was despicable, bro. It was malicious to be up there talking like that. Them niggas got some issues, man. I ain't gonna lie. Them dudes got some issues. This dude's up here laying hands on it, and I'm like, dude, come on already. Come on, man. This shit is unfucking believable. I can't hold you on that. That shit's unbelievable. For this news to break out again. Now, the weird part about this is that boxing is not like most sports. It's not regulated, okay? So it's a bit foggy as to assume what would be the consequences, if any, that would be taken. This is not football. This is not basketball. Boxing doesn't have a president. You know what I'm saying? They don't have those type of bodies that the NFL and basketball and, you know, the NBA and all these other sports have. They don't do that, and they don't have that. Real talk, they don't have it. But at the end of the day, he is not the first fighter to put hands on his spouse. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's not the first. I'm not trying to make no excuses as to, I've said it before, that, you know, you heard me. If y'all followed me, I always talk about domestic violence when it comes to boxers. But to hear Jermell Charlo talk about it the way he was, like, this the mother of your kid and you cracked her in the eye, square her shit up, lumped her up, and you up there talking about that shit like, damn, I can't believe she called the police on me. You know what I'm saying? I was up there trying to see if she was a down-ass bitch. And she went up there and she had like a regular female. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought you was down. So they've been together this long. And I'm curious to know how many other times this has happened. You know what I'm saying? How many times has this happened? Is this at a point where she was just fed up and she said, this is not something that's tolerable anymore? I'm out, I'm calling, and I'm taking action. You know what I'm saying? Domestic abuse from a professional boxer, just think about the severity of that. If you take a regular average man and think of domestic violence, a man that's not really known to a larger scale of the public eye, okay, they look at it and say, okay, they have a domestic dispute. But when you take somebody who is actually trained, who's fought at the high level, a world champion, for him not only to be arrested for domestic violence, but to basically give you a description on what his mentality, what his mindset, and how he felt about his actions, that shit right there, if you had to play that in a court of law, and she was pretty much going through a divorce because of that and all that, oh my God, that's damning, yo. That's damning, I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit's damning in the mother. I want to give a big shout out to Mr. Gumbo, man. Thanks for the Cash App donation, Gumbo, as always, brother. I appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for supporting the channel. Real talk. Thanks for the $20 Cash App. I appreciate you, man. But this shit right here, man, takes me back to Ike. You know what I'm saying? It takes me back to, dude, you know, you're a professional fighter. So many people know who you are. But yet, you just came off a high payday with Canelo, and you still ain't happy. You still ain't happy. You still ain't happy enough to the point where I don't know what brought this about. I don't know how you drew down to this conclusion to basically land a punch and try to goddamn close her eye up and expect her to just sit there and say, I'm a down. Hit me again. Okay, give me a shot to the ribs. All right, hit me again in the other ribs. I mean, you want her to just sit there and take shots like she's in your weight class? She's not even in your weight class. She's not in your weight class. But yet, when Terrence was up here calling your ass out, you said you was busy. Didn't he? Didn't he say he was busy? I mean, the bitch would come out one way or the other, right? When Terrence was calling him out, he was like, why he calling me out? He got business to handle with Spence. He go in there and handle business. Oh, he got the rematch. Why don't he go in there and fight the tall lanky motherfucker? I got shit going on. I got stuff to do. I'm busy. Leave me alone. Before that, it was learn how to be the challenger. Take less money. Sit down. Be quiet. That's what it was. Bitch shit. Now we seeing why he didn't want to challenge freaking Crawford. And it'd be good if they actually fought in the future now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Crawford can go in there and beat the rest of the bitch out of him so he can, stop putting hands on females. And then when it come time for media day, right? He'll be the same one trying to cuss people out. No. I'll take that back. I'll talk that back. What am I talking about? When he was up there with Canelo, right? My mouth getting a little watery now. Look, he was up there with Canelo, a good old boy. Been a good little boy, was he? He was up there. Canelo say turn left. He turned left. Left. He was goddamn snapping, heels together, feet at a 45-degree angle, thumbs on the trouser seam, head and eyes straight to the front, and your mouth is shut. That's what it was with Mel Charlo. He said during the podcast, he was done being stupid. He was done being stupid and doing stupid things. He was pretty much putting it out there like he was a changed man. And what did WCS say? He was faking it. Niggas fake, dog. Dude was fake. He was up there being all nice. Tomorrow, I get Crawford his props. I get Crawford his props. He did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? He did what he had to do. I give him his props. And people up here think, oh man, Jermell Charlo, I like that side of him. It gives me such a warm feeling to know that he's changed and he's turning over a new leaf. No, he's not turning over a new leaf. He just tripped over the rock that the leaf was under. He didn't turn over a new leaf. He's still the same scumbag that love goddamn being disrespectful to media and anybody else that he don't know. That's what he's used to. That's what he is. And now he love punching women just to see if they're a down ass bitch. You know what I'm saying? If they can give him that sexy red type of freaking feedback to let them know they down for anything. Just beat my ass until the sun come out, and I'm gonna keep on getting up. Matter of fact, put in that Rocky movie. Just turn to the scene with him and Apollo. Okay, good. Go ahead. Nah, bro. You're supposed to keep your mother effing hands off these females, man. If she's got there, I'm not gonna tell you how to run that shit. You old enough. You in your 30s. You know what resources you have. You're a professional fighter. See, these dudes will go up here, they get arrested, and they know they're gonna get bun. It ain't big or nothing. Then come home, and then think sex is gonna do everything it is to make it up, and then it's gonna go about their business till they have another fight. Then they come up to a fight, and then somebody asks you about the situation. You want to cuss them out. Yeah, that's a bitch ass shit right there. Real talk. And it'll be good if he did fight Crawford so he can beat the rest of it off of him. You know what I'm saying? He can have him in the post-fight conference, goddamn apologizing to his girl. Baby, I apologize. All good things must come to an end. And I knew the shit I was talking about Crawford, I knew it was going to come to an end if I signed that contract. That nigga beat my ass like Spence, goddamn it. God damn it. Shit. I made it, though. I made it one round before the ninth. I made it, though. You know what I'm saying? He gonna go in that motherfucker trying to say how long he can survive. This is another fight. I'm gonna have to raise some money, man. I'm gonna have to raise some money and send the goddamn bond over to the freaking Crawford. Say, hey, he go 2 cash bonds to make that fight. That's all I can get. You know what I'm saying? To make 2 fights. Devin Haney and Mel Charlo. That's the only 2 fights I want to see. Now Canelo, like I said, Canelo, if he gets a Canelo fight, I'm done talking about this because there's no way he can stoop down and bring somebody else up after he goes in there and whoop Canelo. But Haney, y'all need to stop bluffing, man. Nobody can say you're too small no more. 2 snack athletes, collision course. You know what I'm saying? We can't use no excuse. What we gonna do? Talk about experience? Nah, 31 victories, homie. 31 victories, homie. Can't talk. Undisputed. WBC super lightweight champion. You can't have the excuses now. I asked Crawford, no rehydration clause. Let this nigga balloon up however he wants to balloon up. Make it as lopsided of a concession as possible, besides when it comes to the money. Let him pick the ring size, goddammit. Let him pick the gloves. You know what I'm saying? Just let this dude sign the contract. But neither here nor there, man. I'm going to keep on encouraging the naysayers to come out from behind and make this freaking fight happen. That's all. And I hope, Mel Charlo, you get your sucker ass up there and goddamn get that work too. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I hope you get that Crawford work sooner or later. And I hope you get dealt with legally on that sucker shit you doing with goddamn punching a female in the eye and then saying, okay, I thought she was just going to take the shit and keep it walking. Y'all niggas up here beating on females that's in the lightweight division. You know what I'm saying? Possibly junior lightweight. You know what I'm saying? Might be featherweight. Here you are, you got them walking around 170 plus, 180, 190, whatever, punching a female dead in a freaking eye, bro. That's despicable. You know, the bitch ass is showing. Real talk. Let me see how many fans you're going to have when you come back for your next fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to see how many fans you're going to have. All that shit, all those fans that you was up there, you gathered from Canelo and shit like that. And now a Charlo is back in the media, you know, for domestic abuse. Come on, man. The expert genius was good. Salute to you, man. Band on deck said, WCS in the chat, Devin just gave an interview saying he's not ready to move up and fight Bud, so that's not happening. Like Red said, they're not following through. Look, you can say what you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Because he's trying to get the easy touch with Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? That fight doesn't have to be the first fight of 2024. They're trying to get Ryan Garcia, like I said. They're not going for Matias. They're not going for Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? Rolly's been out the ring. He ain't doing shit but walking around here being goofy and looking for bus number 6. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's doing. So the only other person, once again, that's coming off a hyped up performance doing the showsy ozy posy, aka the shoulder rosy, whatever he was doing. Team Haney was looking at that fight with him and Duarte. Yeah, they looking at that fight the same way they did Regis Progress coming off Zorilla. Yeah, let's get with Ryan Garcia. But first, we're gonna call out Tank. We're gonna talk shit to Tank them. You know, keep the buzz going and shit. And then we're gonna turn back around and you know, go the route that we really want to go, and that's Ryan Garcia. But yes, they are ready to move up, man. They are ready to move up. They're ready to move up. They just don't want to move up while Crawford is still the unified champion. Quack, quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Don't wait till he out the door. And then come up there talking about, oh man, I had these breadcrumbs. I was just about to call up the 47 and he left. Quack, 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 quack. Charlo is done after what happened. I don't know, D Block. You know why? Because it's been domestic violence in boxing before. I mean, you talking about Sergey Kovalev coming back to box. And you know how bad his shit was. Billy Joe Saunders. Floyd Mayweather, who was incarcerated for his shit. Tank Davis. I'm just telling you what's public record. He snatched his girl up in public and they was throwing hands. That's public record. It ain't shit I'm bringing up and fabricating. It's been plenty of boxers. Dimitri Bivol. Dimitri Bivol had a domestic. These guys are getting punched in the head, bro. And you expect them not to have domestic issues going on? Come on, man. It's been plenty of fighters that go through domestic issues. Teofimo Lopez had domestic issues, but it wasn't anything dealing with abuse. It was just personal problems. It wasn't anything like Mel Charlo. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, they still here. They still here. Dan on deck, I see you. Oh, okay. Let me check right quick, Blunts. Shout out to Blunts, man. Be linking me up with the audio and shit from behind the scenes. I must have been looking at the wrong spot, though. Yeah, I think I was. I was looking at the wrong spot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
Jay, let me say this off the rip. Change your mind. Look. What I'm really saying is she play big tough girl, but she pussy.
Bro, this is bad. I don't want to find out.
Bro, look. I thought she was tough, bro. I thought, all right, I'm gonna do it. Can I show you? I hit that bitch like this. In the eye. Socked her in the eye. Big, swole, purple, can't open. That bitch called the cops on me. Like a woman. Like a regular woman. Jay, let me say this off the rip.
Like a regular woman, y'all.
You got
Jay.
Why are you doing this to me?
It's my stuff.
Why you stop when the cops came?
I'll take you to the car.
Why did you stop when the cop came?
Stop chasing me. I'll take you to the
Look. You're crazy. What did I do to you?
Take you to my car.
It's fucking crazy, bro.
I'll take you to my car. I bet every cop around this whole book with Charlo, stupid. They don't know nothing about.
You got caught cheating with everything.
I did not get caught cheating.
Everything, and I'm not even pissed. I'm not even mad about that. I'm not.
Hey, Blunts. Shout out to Blunts, man. Thank you. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Hold up. Gotta get up out of there. Hey, there you have it, man. Shout out to Blunts for dropping that gem behind the scene, man. Appreciate you, man. But you heard it for yourself. He's like he goddamn laid into it, man. And look, how are you gonna be having arguments and mad at a female talking about she come off as being tough, but she ain't tough enough to take one of your punches? And not only you being a man, but you're a world-class elite boxer, but a bitch-ass nigga, right? I get it. And then not only that, if she caught you cheating, she's down. Like, look, she say she's not even mad at it. I'm like, what? Where were you when I needed you, goddammit? I was looking for a down one. I was looking for a solid one. But he's up there. First thing, I'm going to get my shit, go to my car. I'm going to stay in a hotel. You know, I'm going to text back and forth and then come back home. That was some fucked up shit, bro. That was some fucked up shit to be talking like that outside of the house. You knocked her in her shit. You punched her in her shit, bro. And say it swelled up. That shit fucked up, man. And, you know, I told y'all why I ain't like male Charlo. I told y'all, man, that's an asshole, man. You know what I'm saying? That nigga asshole, man. Bitch assness 101 right there. A nigga fight on the elite level, a professional boxer, and punch his girl in her shit. But yet, we don't know how the argument started. We don't know why it's like that. And then they're talking about he cheated on her. And then she said, I'm not even mad about that. I don't even know if her eye was swollen up then. She's talking about, why you stopped when the cops came? Yeah, why you didn't battle the cops? You know what I'm saying? Law enforcement. I don't want to see Crawford versus Haney. Devin will lose a lot of confidence. Well, I don't know how you can say he's going to lose a lot of confidence. And then again, I can see where you at with it. You know what I'm saying? I can't be fair about this shit. I'm not biased like the other ones. I can see where you're going with this. The only reason I can see where you're going with it because they sitting up here telling people that they didn't want to get greedy, and they're talking about Jorge Linares, where they was dominating the fight clearly, and then got caught in one round. They was dominating round 1 all the way up until round 10 until he got caught. But yet you're thinking about Jorge Linares that you fought 5 fights ago. It just doesn't make any sense. And then for you to be that careful on a short, compact, stocky fighter that's basically lacking range, speed, mobility, hand speed. I'm talking about well behind the hand speed factor. You have all the advantage, size advantage, all that. But yet you still was self-conscious about getting on the inside. Man, I think Crawford is really the perfect opponent for him. Real talk. No rehydration clause either. Come on, man. Crawford's going to go in there and be the smaller fighter. That's the perfect opponent. I'm not going to lie. Shout out to Shot News and Sauce Experience, a.k.a. Showtime Sean Deck in the building. Team Tucker official. What's good? 2023, a lot of boxers crashed out, exposed. Hey, Shot News, I'm just trying to, you know, get them to talk about something of relevance. You know what I'm saying? I want them to talk about this fight. I want them to do a live stream. You know? I want them to do a live stream, man. I want them to do that live stream and let the people know how Devin will whoop Crawford's ass, man. You know? There's a weird video I seen taking my male's wife of him trying to dip out. I presume it's related to the situation. I don't know. Whatever the case, you can tell they got a toxic relationship. Yeah, Blunt's just dropping the shit on X. So, yeah, you're right, Andrew. Shout out to Andrew Charles in the building. Salute to you, brother. I saw Jermell was arrested for assaulting someone. I don't know any details, but beating on females, bad look. It's a bad look. It happens with boxers all too often. You know, we didn't see him actually do it, but he was arrested for it. And what he said in there, but she has called the police like she was a regular woman, y'all. You ever heard of such? You ever heard of such? For real. Listen to this shit now.
Jay, let me say this off the rip. Change your mind. Look. What I'm really saying is she play big tough girl, but she pussy.
Bro, this is bad. I don't want to find out.
Bro, look. I thought she was tough, bro. I thought, all right, hey, can I show you? I hit that bitch like this. Fire in the eye. Socked her in the eye. Big, swole, purple, can't open. That bitch called the cops on me. Like a woman. Like a regular woman. Jay, let me say this off the rip.
Like a regular woman, y'all. She called law enforcement on like a regular woman would do. That nigga fucked up. That's a fucked up individual right there. Classic Team Haney move, call out and cause a social media ruckus about one fighter and then turn around and fight someone else. They winning. Exactly, Andrew. That's their MO, right? You ain't never lied. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never lied. Yeah, man. Listen to that audio. Jermell needs serious help. Yes, sir. I can't comment much because obviously he should get his date in court, but this could jeopardize his career. I'm not sure how it would jeopardize his career, though, because I haven't seen a boxer. Check this out there, Samuel. Check this out. What's worse, getting caught cheating in the sport of boxing or domestic violence? Domestic violence, if it deals with just a fighter striking someone, right? It's not you know what I'm saying? They may look at it and say, yeah, it's bad. According to how much exposure you get, it's bad. Then turn around and suspend a fighter who gets caught cheating for a short period of time. And then once that expires, they're able to resume, get their license and resume where they left off. So what do you think gonna happen? I mean, where are we at with it? I'm saying, where are we at with the punishment? I don't think it's gonna be a severe punishment like you think, because you've had fighters that get caught cheating and they're not even really punished like that. They're not banned from the sport. When y'all talk about careers, these fighters that's in the ring that's been caught cheating, come on, you can name them. You can name the ones that got caught with pass and they came back, bro. They came back after it was all said and done, like nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Canelo, when he was pop fucking Buterol, yeah. You know, Mauricio Sulaiman might have came his aid, but he was still suspended. Oscar Valdez, yeah, they increased the levels of that shit, allow him to freaking still fight. Keep his title, no punishment. There's been plenty of fighters that get caught cheating. And once they go on a little bitty suspension, they come right back to the sport. They come right back to the sport. I.e., the Grand Pooper himself, Jarrell Miller. So you think that domestic violence is going to supersede what Jarrell Miller did? Jarrell Big Baby Miller got suspended. He lost millions, but goddamn it, he's back. He's about to fight on a card and make some of that money back. He's about to go in there and fight on a card and make some of that money back. This man had chemicals galore in his system. It's like you goddamn making a smoothie in the morning, shaking that bitch up after you blend it. You forgot what all you put in that bitch. He's fighting again. They didn't say he had to come back to the sport handicap and fight with one arm. He's back, fully licensed in Riyadh. And everybody was like, I wonder, is he gonna, I hope he just tests clean. I hope. Do you think they really worried about that shit over there? They worried about putting on cars. You think they worried about, I want to make sure we're safe as possible. Them guys over there run the shit. I'm pretty sure, like I tell people all the time, you can finesse everything when it comes to boxing. Yes, sir. But I'm just trying to help finesse and get the confidence level up for these individuals that was talking all that shit to get the Devin Haney and Terrence Crawford. Because look at Devin Haney in this thumbnail. He's way bigger than Crawford. Crawford's in trouble. 146.8. He's done. To a 173-pounder. Come on, man. It's time. I could see Haney maybe being being more competitive than Spence against Bud. We're not talking about Spence. No. We got to keep it focused, because all these cats that was talking about what Errol, they jettisoned. They just discarded freaking Errol Spence, and now they want to hop on the Boots, and then Boots didn't give them the language that they was looking for when they asked what would be the ideal fight for you. moving forward, Barrios, Stampionis, and the other guy. See, when they said that, they said, oh, I don't think he's confident. We gave him a pass on the 2018, but he don't seem confident. Now they on the bandwagon of Devin Haney, but yet they're not keeping the same energy. You know what I'm saying? They want to praise him and tell him, oh man, we was right there. We seen it all play out. Even though no media was out here on IG. Some of the worst media in Devin Haney's 2 fights. His undisputed defense with Lomachenko and this title fight with Regis. I don't know who was doing media, but I ain't hardly see shit except media scrums. But I'm telling you this, I'm disappointed that certain big mouth individuals, the creators that was talking all that shit about Crawford, why aren't you trying to big up and do a breakdown? Not just him, all the rest of them too. Why aren't we having debates on who's the better fighter? Crawford still is the same person previously to July 29th. He's still the same guy, bro. Just look at him as the same guy that ain't fought nobody. At the end of the day, you go on Twitter and you'll hear people saying, man, you don't really, truth be told, you only fought one good person. Okay, that's what I want to hear. Is people still saying he only fought one good person, and that was Spence. That's only one good fight. He needs somebody that's undefeated with a lot of experience. That is Devin Haney. Y'all need to be bigging this fight up. Two black fighters getting in there and fighting for a mega fight. No, you can't wait 5 years. This fight needs to happen now. This fight needs to happen now because it's not too much longer. Don't wait to 26 now. Don't say, no, we're gonna fight him in 26. He get to a point where he's been talking that retirement talk. Well, it's time for me. Oh, let's start a figure shit. Oh, we call out Crawford. We call out Crawford now. We can beat him. He's still undefeated, huh? Yeah, we'd be the first to give him his old. We calling you out, Crawford. But you called me out in 2023 and didn't do anything. Why you wait to 2026, 27? You know what I'm saying? Why you wait this long? I'm 40 years old, goddammit. Yeah, we want him. You know I don't have the belts at 47 no more. You know I'm at 60 now, right? Hey, they say, oh man, that's too high of a weight class. Yeah, it's not really because you've been here before. You weighed that on fight night. So you can come up to 160 and fight. No, that's not in the plan. It's not in the plan. But no, let me discuss it with my team and I'll get back with you. You think we could do it? We think we can expose them? You know what I'm saying? We can goddamn, you know what I'm saying? We can do something. Make him wear ankle weights. You know what I'm saying? We can do something, goddammit. Tell him he can't wear a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? He has to run up Mount Charleston prior to the fight. You had to get him, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm the A side now. He no longer on the pound for pound list. In my eyes, I'm better than he is. I mean, you have all that you need to make this effing fight. Let me go to what Crawford has said out here on social media. He said, how many of y'all favorite fighters had a close fight or a fight they didn't dominate or lost? There's not one fighter I fought professionally that can say I didn't dominate them. I never liked to talk because I did my talking in the ring. But I'm really him. Better ask somebody. I wonder why Crawford, began to come out and talk this trash. He might have been soaking all the bullshit up and thought they was thinking it was sweet. All these people come up here talking, oh man, Crawford, that. Ain't nobody following through with it. Maybe that kind of put him in a different mood to say, you know what, I'm not going to be as quiet as I used to be. I can talk my shit. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to be a little bit more arrogant and egotistical with it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show my bravado. I'm so cold they created an imaginary street for. Tried to blackball, railroad me, and age me. But I still came out on top. It's all God's plan. One day y'all haters will see. One day y'all haters will see. Did y'all hear him say that? One day y'all haters will see. Who is he talking about? The same haters I'm talking about? Huh? Is it the same haters I'm talking about?
Ring IQ? Well, I would tell you, I would challenge and say Terrence Crawford is stupid. I would say Errol Spence is way smart. And that's not, I'm not hating on Terrence Crawford by calling him fucking stupid. I'm not hating. Bro, if you're fucking dumb, then you're dumb. That's not my fault, that's your fault. That is Terrence Crawford's fault for being fucking stupid. If you have all of these skills, why don't you use them? If you have every skill set, you can move, you can punch, you can do this. Why is the only thing you do is use dog and punch? Why is that all you do? The dog, the dog. I got to out-dog him. I'm gonna show you like a dog. Okay. All right. Well, what if a bigger dog comes in the yard?
I'm not gonna hurt y'all ears with too much, because that just sounds so elementary, don't it? He went 12 rounds. Don't forget, Benavidez went 12 rounds, y'all. And they claiming that all Crawford do is dog, doggity dog, like Snoopy D-O-double-G. He don't have no fundamentals, right? Nothing. He just dog, diggity dog. And I'm like, it's time for Crawford to start talking shit. He said, I started this undisputed shit. Nobody was screaming they wanted to be undisputed until me. I'm a trendsetter. Like it or not, y'all favorite fighters want to be just like me. And that's not the only thing either. Hey, man. Y'all better shut him up. Y'all better knock him off his throne. That's all you have to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all you have to do. You have to knock him out your throne. You got to go at the big, the bigger guy. You know what I'm saying? You got to push him. You got to put a hand in his back. Devin is the bigger guy. Put him in there with the older guy. 36 years of age, no legs, slow hands, chinny, but still undefeated. Come on, man. Come on. Show the world he has 0% of winning. Come on, man. Come on, man. Prove that you can go up here and dethrone him. You know what I'm saying? Both of y'all had the titles. I know what you're going to say. Both of y'all had the titles. I've been there, done that. Okay. Well, let's just, you know what I'm saying, take it a step farther, man. Let's take it a step further. Follow through with the call-outs. Remove the crown, because it's been sitting on top of his head for a long time now. Heavy is the head who wears the crown. It's been sitting on top of his head for a long time. Come on, bro. Put some respect on this man's name. Put some respect. And then y'all will understand why he put this tweet out. We know who number one is now. Do you know why he put this tweet out? It's not even important. It's not even important why he put it out. The fact is he put it out. It's not even important. You know what I'm saying? As we go back to those days where, people was drafting up this potential fight right here. You know what I'm saying? People was drafting up all these freaking flyers and everything. They was drafting it all up, man. They was like, oh, man, Spencer's just too big. Crawford ain't fought nobody. His level of competition would never prepare him for Spence. Never. Because Spence stepped in there with everybody. Even though Spence didn't have all stoppages like Crawford, they just say, oh, man, he got a better resume. He got a better resume. He's selling out arenas. He fought Mikey Garcia. It didn't matter Mikey moving up 35 to 47. It's the fact that he did it. And they sold tickets. They act like Mikey Garcia didn't contribute to that. But he did. They was praising him, man. He could do no wrong. You know what I'm saying? Mikey, Mikey, Mikey. That's all you heard. Selling out arenas. Mikey, Mikey, Mikey. Come on, man. He's selling out arenas. Fought Carlos Ocampo. He sold out the arena with Carlos Ocampo. Putting butts in the seats. Yep. Danny Garcia. Oh, he beat him up. He's back. He's back. Oh, my God. He's back. He's back. Hype it up. He's coming for Crawford. Boom. last year. Beat your Dennis Ugas, hyping them up. Oh, shit. Crawford, I'm coming for them fucking belts. He didn't say, oh, well, let me see if I can, cut weight. No. He didn't say that. You know what I'm saying? He had plenty of time, over a year, to know that he was fighting at his weight class. He is the unified champion at welterweight division at the time. And they're talking about weight drain. That's pussy. That man had over a year to drop weight and get down to 147 pounds. And this wasn't no January card. This wasn't no February card. It wasn't no March, no April, no May, no June card. This was the end of the month, July card, yo. An end of July card. And they said this man was weight drained to take away the value, the glory of the work that Team Crawford put in watching film and properly preparing himself to go in there and destroy Spence July 29th. Now, I think another challenger should be up in the chute. I think that should be the 173-pound behemoth. Young behemoth. The Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Why y'all going over there to Ryan Garcia? Because y'all want to see him do the showsy-ozy. Let me see the showsy-ozy. The showsy-ozy posy. The showsy-ozy. He's doing the showsy-ozy posy. The ozy posy. He's doing the showsy-ozy posy. They want to see him do the showsy-ozy posy on them now. They want him to turn his entire back to Devin Haney so he can goddamn hit him in the goddamn spinal region and they can stop the fight. And Team Garcia jump in there and say, oh, he hit me. He fighting dirty. He hit me in the spinal region. And then Mike Tyson be up outside the apron tomorrow. It's spinal. His back is broken. Jim, stop the fight. It's spinal. You want him to do the showsy-ozy posy against Devin? Devin's going to still punch that dude in the shoulder blade, bro. That's why he need to get in there with a fighter that's fundamentally disciplined. He need to get in there with that Omaha monster. He need to get in there and prove to the world that he ain't afraid to level change. Canelo did it with Floyd. Crawford's trying to do it. But nobody will accept this challenge. How dangerous can this man be? Y'all keep on making him seem like y'all want to criticize what he's doing. But you're not complimenting his effort for trying to do it. He called out Jermell Charlo after he dispersed of Errol Spence. Y'all criticized him for that. Y'all laughed it off and played over and over again. This nigga talking about, I'm busy. And then he said, I want to fight Canelo. Oh, man, that's too big. And then y'all never mentioned the two people that was born identically, Jermell and Jermell Charlo, and a Spence. Two Charlos and a Spence had been calling out Canelo way previously, over and over and over again. Y'all niggas didn't say shit. But time Crawford called out Canelo. Oh, man, it's a weight division for a reason, man. I ain't gonna tell you now, but that Crawford biting off a little bit more than he could chew. But you know, Errol was on record as continuing to call out Canelo, right? He didn't really, want to entertain that fight with Crawford. You know what I'm saying? When Crawford said he'll stop him, he said, on God, you ain't stopping me. On God, you ain't stopping me. He couldn't process that mentally. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, from what he's been able to accomplish up to that point, he couldn't see that small dude. So that's what I'm hoping Devin does. He can't process as big as he is, a little small, scrawny freaking champion beating him, bro. You got to go over there on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like you the giant. They saying on Twitter that Crawford only fought one fighter that's decent, and that was Errol Spence, the one who he made look like the worst fighter on his resume. If there's anything I can say to y'all, I know you want to go over there and take that Ryan Garcia fight. Y'all look at that fight. There's a lot of areas y'all can exploit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of countering. Same thing you did to Regis, but now you got a taller fighter. You know what I'm saying? You have to switch some things up and boxing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I really think if y'all want to have that Canelo moment, right? That Canelo moment that fought Floyd, y'all should start complimenting Crawford for wanting to fight Canelo. Not only fight Canelo, but he's older than Canelo. He's older than Canelo, so he want to go up there and fight Canelo, who is still at the top of the heap when it comes to the top tier fighters in the sport. He's still up there. Y'all, while Crawford is calling out Canelo, y'all need to be calling out Crawford and following up with it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, that window closed and he gets to fight with Canelo, is over. I know y'all gonna be happy as a motherfucker too. If he fight Canelo and he have to come off those belts and shit, or he say he ain't moving back down to 47, y'all gonna be happy in the motherfucker. But right now, you need to get with, you know, whoever you need to get with, because we want to see the best fight the best. There's no need to have an acronym of the best fight the best, and you consider your fighter to be the best, but yet you won't speak up loud enough for him to fight the best. I don't see no administrative freaking spreadsheets or PowerPoint presentations breaking down Crawford, Devin, his keys to victory. That's all I want to see on the thumbnail. Keys to victory. How Devin will go up here and shock the world. I want to see that. I want to be educated. I want to be able to take time out of my week. You know what I'm saying? I want to go to the store and purchase me a beverage. I want to really sit down and open up my notebook, my composition book rather, get a brand new pen and take notes. Yeah, I want to hear. And I will be screen recording too, so I'm just letting you know. So don't try to speak in ASL, okay? I know ASL too, okay? And don't try to goddamn do that Braille shit, because a lot of people ain't gonna be able to goddamn understand that. Neither will you. But I want to be educated, and I want to hear the keys to victory. When I think about it, it's just a breath of fresh air. I want to hear the keys to victory on how to defeat Crawford. You all need to really buckle down and really get a private chat going and get together as a team and come up with some bullet points on the keys to victory. Then do a live panel and have people come in and explain how Devin will go in there and defeat Terrence Crawford. I want to hear the keys to victory. I want to hear the same format that you all was doing prior to him stepping in there with Spence. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to do it. Don't fake the funk. Do not fake the funk. Don't fake the funk, man. Give it all you have to give. You know what I'm saying? It was a time and a place where you all didn't believe this was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But it did. And at the end of the day, you already know what it is. You already know what it is. Some people choose to submit paperwork to steal a belt, and I respect the others who choose to complete the paperwork to challenge for the belt. You let me know what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Please, let me know. Let me know. That's all. I'm hoping Crawford will take my tweet and basically hope, because he's not going to issue no challenge to Devin. You know what I'm saying? But Devin have to issue the challenge to him and follow through. You know what I'm saying? The naysayers are still brokenhearted from July 29th massacre. This fight, no rehydration clause. Let them choose the ring size. And remind them, above all else, what an active Omaha Monster looks like. Just remind them. That's all. Stop faking that shit, bro. Stop faking it. I want to give a big shout out to Jahai Tucker. Let me pull this up right quick. I want to give a big shout out to Jahai Tucker, right? Because this fight only has 12 professional fights, dog. And one of his, he has these vids out here that's all up in the thousands. You know what I'm saying? But he has a vid out there, him and Verone, that's at 3.2 million. This is a guy with only 12 professional fights. Now you may not think too much of this, but this is a fighter who is only 20 years of age. 20 years of age, right? And he just completed a 3-fight gauntlet, which is very rare for a fighter of his experience, this early in his career. When I say experience, I'm talking about paperwork. On paper, the amount of fights that he has versus what you see in the ring, it doesn't equal up. You know what I'm saying? He's much more advanced in the ring above his administrative paperwork as far as saying he only has 12 fights. He doesn't fight like a fighter that has only 12 fights. And he showed that against Francisco Verone, who you look on middleweight division, he's ranked number 5, came in the ring looking like Haney, and goddamn Jahai was in there with his motherfucking wands and shit. His head was dipping all over the place, punching a motherfucker from angles that they didn't know existed. You know what I'm saying? Goddamn trigonometry teachers was on there taking notes. How, you know what I'm saying? Okay, N over Y, the angle. Okay, 20 degrees over here, velocity of 2 degrees, and up here. They was goddamn doing some shit on the goddamn whiteboard, watching him fight on the inside. And that's a good thing that I'm glad he has, is that he has a technique that you can't teach in the gym. You have to be blessed with it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be something that you innately inherited. You know what I'm saying? From somebody, for you to be able to dance like that. And me and Shaw was talking earlier about how, Francisco Verone was over there trying to knock Jahai out in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't get done. And Jahai started, keep that engine right, kept the same pace, making a miss, moving, punching, landing some accurate shots. And man, shout out to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You deserve every bit of those 3.2 million views you getting up there for showcasing those skills once again. You know what I'm saying? Every bit of it. Like I said, his level of experience on paper does not equal how he looks in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He's much more advanced when you look at his experience level as a 20-year-old fighter in the ring. And that's why a lot of his videos are freaking going viral. So y'all continue to support Jahai. Follow him on IG, who is Jahai Tucker. And man, keep on supporting the youngin'. You know what I'm saying? Keep on supporting him. Victory is so sweet, it never get old listening to some of the range and manic predictions the Spence Brigade used to make. Yeah. Like I told you, Crawford not only beat up Spence that night, but he single-handedly wiped out the confidence of the pro-Spence fans. Wiped them out. Damn near eradicated a whole population. You know what I'm saying? The individuals just up here just running their fucking mouth. Terrence can't do this. Terrence can't do that. Before you know it, they sound like Charlie Brown. I'm like, you saying to yourself, what the fuck are they talking about? Tomorrow. Oh, he can't punch. people putting their 2 cents in, tomorrow. Oh, Crawford ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Well, he stopped all. Oh, that ain't shit. Those TKOs. What is a TKO? They was really sad. What's a TKO? TKO ain't shit. I swear to God, they said a TKO ain't nothing, bro. They was saying that a TKO wasn't nothing when it came to Crawford. I was like, damn, these niggas crazy. Your best chance to get one of the Buzz belt is to find it in your mailbox because you ain't taking it in the ring. A real talk, you know what I'm saying? Let them know. Facts in the chat, Andrew. You know what I'm saying? They trying to wait till that man vacate those titles. And then all of a sudden, people are going to be in a sprint up to 47. I got here first. I got his mine. Cool down. I'm going to get the paperwork together so y'all can fight for the vacant. Don't worry about that. Oh, don't make it too difficult. You know, pick him at the outside the top 10, okay? Put him outside the top 10. I'd be the best champion outside the top 10. No top 5. I don't care. I beat them all, but I just think I've earned the right to pick my opponent for this vacant title. Them mother's gonna be out there trying to get that third division, boy. All them 40s gonna be running up there once Crawford vacate, boy. Bill Haney say this is the Haney era. Where did he get that from? Show us with Bud. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. Good point, Christopher. Good point. Solid. Now we talking. Please show us with Bud. If this is the Haney era, just show us, big dog. Show us, man. Show us. That's all. That's all, man. Show us. Show us. That's all we want. We want you to show that this is the Haney era. Because like Crawford said, if I must go back to his tweet, right? He said, I never liked to talk because I did my talking in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He did his talking in the ring. But I'm really him. Better ask somebody. Well, I think he was talking to the Haneys. Better ask the Haneys, man. You know what I'm saying? Better ask the Haneys, for real. Josh shows up to Rumble. He's a very exciting prospect to watch. His gas tank is crazy. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's going to have his moment like he had in the last 3 fights. You know what I'm saying? He had 1 loss out of 3 where he clearly was outboxing freaking Nicholas Flash. But if you wasn't there and you wasn't to see, you know, what was going on and what the chatter was about, you know what I'm saying? They gave him his first loss. They was looking for him to pout and, you know, whine about it, cuss people off and have a bad attitude. They threw him another opponent. Guess what? This is no easier. He's ranked number 5 in the middleweight division. He's division lower, 2 division lower than Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? But Jahaj still went in there and fought. He still went in there and put on a goddamn classic, man. And his freaking you know, highlights sitting at 3.2 million views right now. And you're talking about a fighter with only 12 fights? Come on, bro. Y'all better keep your eyes open. You better keep your eyes open. Real talk, keep your eyes open. You know what I'm saying? Remember these tweets now. Remember these tweets. He said it's all God's plans. One day y'all haters will see that. And I'm going to leave that tweet up there so it can marinate. I'm going to leave that tweet up there for you. All right? I'm going to leave it up there for you. In the meanwhile, shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. Continue to support the channel. Appreciate all y'all for pulling up. Man, we are getting one more day closer to a heavy-ass fight card. I mean, super duper heavy. man, it's super duper heavy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Jermell over there talking his shit. I like it. Deontay Wilder over there, you know, chilling, getting exposure. You know, finally the peace. It's almost like a point of serenity for Wilder to get his just due, because Wilder was Bud before Bud moved up to 47. You know, goddamn Wilder was catching all the fucking hate, yo. I mean, tremendous amount of hate. Tremendous amount of hate, man. Unbelievable. Now, people are looking forward to him going over here and fighting Joseph Parker, a former heavyweight champion himself, WBO sanctioned body. And they looking to see him get back in there after dispersing of Robert Helenius in 1 round. Man, they looking for Anthony Joshua, whatever he plan on doing. I'm not going to say I hope. No. Whatever is going to happen to Anthony Joshua is going to come quick in a hurry. Watch what I tell you. It's going to quick in a hurry. If Otto Wallin goes in here and don't make it past round 7, it's fixed. Period. Because I don't see Anthony Joshua beating Otto Wallin. Nah. Nope, shawty. Nah. I don't see it. This man went 12 rounds with Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua hasn't even fought Tyson Fury yet. It's not like Otto Wallin has been taking L's since fighting Fury. Watch what I tell you. Remember, I told you. Y'all hold that shit down, man. Till next time. Peace.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best, you gotta show me son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come back. Sports, talking way too much, world come back. Sports, talking way too much, world come back. Sports.